Come on, Mom, let's go for a walk. Come on. You have been sitting in that chair for hours.
No.
Okay. Oh, hey, Mom. Why don't we get up? Come on, get up. You've been, Mom. No, let's go outside. You've been inside all day long. Okay. Hmm. Do I sound like a whiner or what?
Yeah, well, and I would almost say borderline like you're trying to be my parent or you're trying to tell me what
Ooh.
to do. I mean, how many folks like to hear that or being told what to do?
Well, but she's been sitting there for, I mean, and so this is that moment. It's like, and then we get out for the walk. Now what? So, this idea of going for a walk with someone who's in early state change, and we have lots of reasons why we think it's a great idea to go for a walk. And out on the walk, we have lots of great ideas of how it is we should interact with people. Um, and so, the idea of using PPA, our positive physical approach, when walking with somebody, this is getting started on walk. We'll come back to that because, there's the walk and there's getting started with the walk. So let's see what we have on the app because not all app content is just me giving information and then you taking it in and figuring out what to do next with some of the content. Some of it's actually demonstrating sort of like some skill sets. So let's see how this one looks. Let's see what this one looks like for you and sounds like for you. Now, Matthew, how long is this one?
So this one's 4 minutes and 37 seconds.
Okay, again, this is on the no cost version of the app, whether it's the Apple phone system or whether it's the Android system. We have it on both, and we have the GEMS information. We have this set of video clips that you can look at, and you can also point out to other people, share out for other people, because you may have a whole family who's trying to figure this out, or a bunch of friends, or maybe you're working in a care program where it matters. So let's take a listen and see what happens on this one.
So this is a scene that's going to show the steps in the positive physical approach with somebody in early state dementia.
Get this straightened up.
Hey, Teepa.
Oh, hey. Hey, Carolyn.
Hey, you're looking good today.
Well, thanks. You too. We're matching.
We are matching.
Yeah.
Somebody sent the memo around, huh?
Apparently, they sent a memo.
Apparently they did.
Yeah.
So, Teepa,
Yeah.
I found this book,
Oh,
and I thought,
I've hiked the Appalachian Trail.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Did you ever do that?
I didn't do the Appalachian Trail, but I have hiked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, what was your favorite part of the
When I got done.
When you got done. Mine too.
It was good, but bitten done. It
Yeah.
was, it's not easy.
It isn't
It
easy.
was a
You
lot
were-
harder. It was a big pack, not
So-
like her little
So
pack.
it wasn't easy, and you were
No.
carrying a
A big pack, yeah.
So what I'm doing here, if we just go back to the start of our interaction, you may have noticed that I
Okay, I'm going to
stopped
pause.
at about 6 feet out.
So what you're going to hear Carolyn do in this next little segment is describe what did she do? Because she actually wants Teepa to go out for a walk. So how did we start that? Did it have anything with coming in and saying, "Hey, Teepa, you need to go out for a walk"?
No, no. In fact, it started more about connecting in the moment, finding a way to connect with the person and create a relationship versus I'm coming in with the task, the agenda, the thing I want to get done.
Yeah. And so what she did is she brought a prop, and the prop was a hiking prop. Now, I'm not necessarily imagining that Carolyn plans to go on a hike with me, but what she did is she's actually assessing where I am in that moment, what I'm able to do. Notice how many times we're doing reflection back and forth because I'm using old memory. She knows some of my old stuff. She's bothered to sort of figure out a little bit about me before she comes into this scene and we get connected. So now that we're connected, let's skip ahead a little bit, but I want you to notice there has actually not been a single comment about going for a walk yet. She's talking about how did she do these things. So if you were trying to figure out how to do something, guess what? That could be pretty helpful. Now let's see what happens.
See where it goes from here. So you said your favorite part was when you were done.
Well, I mean, there were lots of good parts,
Lots of
but
good
that was
parts.
definitely a good part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? I haven't done the Appalachian Trail, but I do like to go for walks.
You do.
So,
Are
yeah,
you
so
a
I'm
slow
wondering-
walker or a quick walker?
I'm a pretty quick walker.
Well, then
Are
maybe we
you-
can walk together.
what
but
about
I'm
you?
not a meanderer.
Oh, so you are not a meanderer.
No, ma'am.
No,
That's not my style.
No.
Yeah, that's irritating.
that's irritating.
Sorry, I don't mean to be ugly, but I just wouldn't walk with you if that's how you
I
like
got it.
to
You
walk.
Okay,
look-
pause.
Walk at a
Yeah.
pretty brisk.
So the reason we put that element in there is when I'm in a diamond state, and now's the time if you're curious. Oh, here's the other thing on the app, all of our gem information. What did I share, Matthew, that I might not have shared that way if I was in a sapphire state? I was more capable and typical aging, typical me, not so much a little rigid and inflexible. What might I not have said, or how might I have changed what I said?
Yeah, you wouldn't have mentioned anything about meanderers. Like I don't prefer to walk with people who walk slow. You need to
If
like
you're
be
one of those, I'm not
yeah.
going to want to watch. I'd probably not want to watch.
I don't like to stop and smell the roses. Let's
Yeah,
just
it's
get
like
going.
I might say, "Oh, yeah, I really like to walk fast, but some people are not good fast walkers. How are you?" And it's like, well, and then whatever she said, it would be like, okay, well, I guess we're going to walk a little slower than I'd like. But I would I wouldn't have had that cutting edge. So we added those things in. We do that in the role play, so you get a sense of like, oh, that sounds like my mom. Ooh, that sounds like my sister. That sounds like or it sounds like me. Because I'm doing things now that I might not have done before in this early state. And yet when you pick up on it, it's like, so how does Carolyn handle that? Huh. Because what we're going to see is that Carolyn's job is to try very hard to stay sapphire. Because if she gets rigid and says, well, Teepa, don't be mean. I mean, I'll walk as fast as I can, and gets that voice again, it's probably not going to go well. Because what she's really wanting me to do is do something good for me, good for her. Getting outside is good for both of us. So, and if it's not good for her, ooh, should she be my partner? What do you think, Matthew?
We may need to ask for help for someone to come and
Yeah,
support
maybe
us.
it's time to find someone else to walk with Teepa if you're a slow meander and she isn't. Oh, all right. So pull forward a little bit more, Matthew, because I just want people to see sort of how we get toward the end a little bit here, because it's not much more, but take a look there and see. Because I think Carolyn uses a positive action starter now here. What's what we call them?
And I reflect it back, and that helps us, our conversation just flow. So I'll tell you what, Teepa, I could use a walk.
Okay.
How
Have
about it?
somewhere we can go?
Yeah, we can go over to the pond, or we can go get a cup of coffee. That's quite a walk, either
Yeah.
way.
I think
Which
the
one?
pond. I think maybe did you want to take this with you, or
I'd
should
like
I
to leave it, actually.
Oh,
so
okay.
you
Well,
can
I'll
take
put it
a
over
look.
here for
right.
right now, and let's get going.
All right, so let's go.
Okay.
And so we ended this conversation with a positive action starter. We could go for a walk to the pond or to get coffee. Gave some choice. And we're going to the pond. So off we go.
Okay. So this is another example of how the app can be a quick answer to a challenging potential situation, or it's educational before you need it. You're not in crisis and you're curious. Notice at the end, what we have is a resource card. That is another thing that we do, no cost. You can have a resource card if that's helpful to you. And it has positive physical approach, positive personal connectors, and positive action starters on it. So for those of you out there who are starting to realize, ooh, I might need some new skills here. That's not how I would have approached it. Ooh, I sound like more like what you did at the start of the program than I sound like Carolyn. Let me watch this again. And here's the thing, it might take you several watches before you bring it all into being, because actually you can know something and not know how to do something. So it may turn out you need a little more support, may turn out you need to rehearse a couple times, but if you decide that how you provide support and care does matter, this app might be something that's helpful to you in the moment when you're realizing, I want to go see if she'll go for a walk with me. It's a model. Okay, everybody, it's time to take care of yourselves and take care with your care. And ooh, hey, Matthew, um, Hillsborough is an interesting town. I was wondering, Weaver Street is right down the road, but they have the River Walk.
Ooh.
What do you think? River Walk or Weaver Street?
Well, I do like walking along rivers.
You know what? Let's do the River Walk and stop by Weaver Street on the way back.
Oh, that sounds good. I like that.
Cool. Let's get going.
Okay.
Hmm. Don't ask yes, no questions if you don't want to hear the answer. All right, everybody. Till next time. Take care with your care and take care of yourselves.
Thank you, Teepa. Bye, everybody.